Hey there, it's Tom the English Picker here. It's first thing in the morning and I'm going to go to a car boot sale. So it's not too early in the morning, it's a sort of, what time is it? It's 8 o'clock, so it's a pretty okay start. We've got my father-in-law coming over and we're going to go to an indoor car boot sale today. Not one I've been to for about 5 years. So it's about a 40 minute drive from me. I'll see if I can film what I can, but they're not a huge fan of people filming there. I might be able to get some short snippets, but once he gets here, we're going to jump in the car and then we'll get over there. Well, I'll... So, we're done at the car boot. I've just got back. I couldn't do much filming. All right, actually, pretty good. So, my father-in-law's just left. We went to Morrison's for driving. He got us some brunch, so that was nice of him. So I really appreciate that. I couldn't really do much filming because I didn't want to film him and whatnot. But we've got back home. I got quite a few bits. So yeah, let's get inside, get unpacked, and I'll show you what I picked up. So I'm back with a nice cup of tea. Warm up a bit. Wasn't too bad actually. Weather was all right. Parking. I've not been to this one, like I said, in 5 years. The parking was in a local pub car park. They must have some kind of a deal with them. So yeah, parking was all right. We turned up a little bit late. Probably could have got there about 15 minutes earlier, and it was inside like an old mill building type thing. So yeah, it was £1 to get in. It was 50p for old age pensioners. So yeah, it was all right. A lot of dealers. I'd say 90% dealers. But I made a good contact with someone who does Funko Pops. So hopefully I'll be able to sell some Funko Pops to him because I've still got loads of the ones from the delinquent storage unit left, and I can't be bothered to list them as bundles. So I'll see if he's interested to try and get a quick turnaround. Because I've listed some of the harder to find ones online, and even they're struggling. So yeah, so I'll show you what I've got. So I bought a real mixture of stuff. I'll start off with one of my favourite finds, not monetarily, but just on a personal note. And that was this. Now you're thinking, Tom, you're the guy who buys media. Why are you buying a little ceramic jug? I mean, you know, I like a nice jug, but this particular one has like a personal appeal, because if you ever see one in this really strange, almost like malachite striated things, 9 times out of 10, this is going to be pottery from Alton Towers. And it's £3, but I paid £2.50. And this has got the Staffordshire knot maker's mark. But this is definitely Alton Towers pottery. And the reason why I know this is because my dad used to work there when he was in his 20s. So my dad, who has passed away now, could have made this. So I've got this weird, I've got about 6 pieces. I think this will be my 6th piece of Alton Towers pottery. It doesn't have an amazing resale value. There was a similar one on eBay for around £15. But it just has that personal connection for me that my dad could have made this, because he was one of the only potters that worked there during that time period. I think there was about 3 or 4 potters. So the chances that he made this is quite high. So for £2.50, I'll buy that and add it to a little collection I've just got up there. I'm sure the wife will go mental because I've got another one, but I've got something for her. Well, it's not really for her. It's very misogynistic to say that, but I've got a Pyrex measuring jug. This was £1.50. It's filthy, as you can see, but there's no chips, there's no real scratches. And to be honest, we need one. We've got a plastic one, which I don't like using because, you know, microplastics and and all that, especially when you're making gravy and you're whisking away and you're scratching the inside. So for £1.50 for a Pyrex, one of these, that'll clean up absolutely fine, and that'll be perfect for doing roast dinner. In fact, I'm going to do a roast dinner today, I think. I'll make some gravy in it once it's clean. So, media. I did buy quite a bit of media. I'll save some of the good stuff to the end, which I'll give you a brief glimpse of there. Little teaser. There was a stall that was doing... Now, this one's a bit of a not a mystery. I've looked up some of the values, and I thought it would be more. But there was a box on the table, and what I was initially drawn to was these, which are sugar tongs. And they're sort of 1920s, 1930s, marked EPNS there. And I said, oh, how much are these? He goes, oh, everything on the table's £1. So I paid £1 for these. Now, I sell these as is, clean them up. I do sell them, but mostly these days I'm making jewellery out of them. So I make bangles out of these. I have done for years and years. So the nicer ones I do make jewellery out of. So that'll go in the pile for doing that when I get round to it. But look on the stall, I saw that there, Wedgwood. So I was like, ooh, what's in here? So I opened it up, and it was this. So I paid £1 for this, which included this, and it's Queen Elizabeth II Farewell Celebration 2008. From someone's obviously bought it when they've been on the QE2. It's a Wedgwood limited edition of 1,200. There isn't a huge market for this. Looking on eBay, I didn't look it up because there was bad phone signal and I just wanted to move on quickly. It's a tenner plus postage. But what was cool is it came with a $1 casino chip from there. So I think as a bundle, might be more saleable. These are available in America for about £7, £8. So I think if I do the pair as a tenner, I might even put it in my antiques cabinet. I'm not sure, but I took a chance on it for £1. It was that was more interesting because that's a nice easy post. So I don't know. I might put it in the booth and try and sell the chip online. I'm not sure, but not really my sort of thing. I don't like buying ceramics, but something a bit different. And then, as I said, the sugar tongs for £1 as well. Also from the same guy, I picked this up. Now, I don't know on this. It could be a good buy. It might be a rubbish buy. It was really dark in there, so I couldn't see. He got a few tankards. Most were marked EPNS. But there was this one, and I'm going to clean it up, and I'll do a follow-up video if it is anything. It's super heavy, but I don't think it's silver. It's too. They wouldn't have made it that thick of a gauge, but because it is so heavy, it's what, a half pint, something like that. And because it's got this nice flared base, you could easily use that for pens because it's not going to topple over. So I think that's quite saleable once I clean that up. If I put that in my antiques cabinet, so I paid £1 for that. I reckon, I'll have a look online. There's no maker's marks. There's no mark saying it's EPNS, but it has got that kind of, you can see just there. Now, I don't know if that's, I'm pretty sure that's just over polished. So we'll see when I clean it up. It might not be as saleable as I thought. But I reckon on someone's desk, I could put that in the cabinet for anywhere between £5 and £10, probably. If it's too tarnished, it'd be nearer the £5 mark. Maybe £6, something like that. But that'll make a good... sod it, I might even use it. I was going a bit wild at that point. I've not been to a car boot sale in a long time, so... Right, media. So, I picked up some sealed media. I won't bore you with those because they're all going to go to FBA, but I paid like 50p or 3 for £1. Ones that stand out. On top of that, I bought Gavin and Stacey's in 1, 2 and 3, all new and sealed. Normally these are worth nothing, but because the Christmas special just came out, I'm going to list these on eBay as 1, 2 and 3. I paid £1 for all 3, and I don't know what I'll price them at. Maybe like, I've not looked at comps, but if they're new, I'm going to say less than a tenner and more than a £5 for the 3. So for £1, that's fine. This was in a bundle deal, so I paid less than 50p for it. CEX buys it. Well, they say they buy. Actually, do you know what? They won't buy it because it's a region 1. So I'll have to look that up, actually. In the bundle deal was this, which was kind of a bit of a fail. It's Sims 3 Island Paradise, but it's Origin, so it's actually a one-time use code. So I don't think that's any good. I'll have to check, but this was in there. Gotham Knight, Batman Gotham Knights. It's new and sealed on eBay. It's £5-6. The Last Full Measure, new and sealed. Again, it was in a deal. I paid some less than 50p for that. This was 50p. Very tempted to keep it. It's the original GTA and then GTA London. This, I think, goes for about £7. No, but this one, yeah, as I said, that one's about £7. These were 50p each. I thought these were worth more. I think this one is all right. I can't remember. Star Wars Battlefront 2 and Star Wars Republic Commando. I thought they go as a bundle, potentially. Sure, do you know what? I'm sure that's better, but no, that only goes for like £3-4. So maybe it's a bundle like 5 or 6. Maybe I should have left those there. Then for 50p, it's not the game, it's just the extras. It's the Super Mario History. It's in there. They got the game case for the other one, but it was just an empty case. There was no game in it, and I do. Maybe I should have picked it up for 50p. I'm not sure. It had like another Wii game in it, and I was like, I don't know. So maybe I made a fail there, but yeah, 50p. I was going to buy that. Carry On Doctors and Nurses collection. It's new and sealed, but I wouldn't want to sell it as new and sealed. It's a bit battered, a bit scuffed, and it's got like dirt and crap on it. So I probably like new condition. That goes for about £10. So yeah, this was a good one. World at War, the Ultimate Restored Edition. That was £1.50, and that goes for between 10 and 15. So that's nice. Right, we're on to the last few. Age of Empires Collector's Edition. That's a good one to pick up. I think that goes for about £8-10, something like that. Paid up for this book, and I probably should have left it there. It's the Introduction to SAP Business 1. It's probably outdated. I paid £3 for it. The reason why I got it is because it got an original price tag from a bookseller of £50 and 50p, £51 and 50p. And I looked this up, and it goes for between 20 and 30 on eBay, but not in the UK. And it goes, if I can sell it on Amazon, the cheapest is £41. But with a lot of these textbooks, I can't sell them because they're restricted. So down to the last few good bits, and then that's it. So I saw there was a coin seller there, and my father-in-law's quite quick walking around the car boot. He knows what he wants, and he's done quite quickly. So I was pushed for time, really. There was a lot of CD sellers that I could have spent another hour to 2 hours looking through the CDs, but I didn't have time because he was done in a flash. So I had to be quick, which is fine. I don't need the stock. So I picked up these, which was from a coin seller. Now the coins themselves, it's a Jubilee crown, and it's a 1980 Queen Mother crown. They're not worth it. They're not worth anything. The actual coins are pretty much worthless. The guy had originally got them for a tenner, and then he's reduced them to £6, and it says 1980 crown on silver mount, and they're marked silver. See if it'll come out on camera. Just there, but it's not focusing. Just at the bottom there. But these mounts are the same size as a silver dollar and a normal crown, I believe. Well, they're definitely a normal crown, but I believe a silver dollar as well. And they sell for anywhere between 10 and 20. I think new you can get 20, but I'm going to say £30 for the pair. And I said, would he do both for a tenner? So I've gone both for a tenner. So not crazy quick profit margin, not crazy profit margin, but there's definitely a profit in that. So, and then the crowns I'll give to my son to mess about with us. They're a tough sell. There's so many of them. So did you ever see those crowns and the Churchill crown? Just don't bother. Even for 10, 20p, don't bother. I mean, I think you can take them to the post office and get 20p for them, but... Yeah. So these next ones, these last ones was from a game dealer, and I paid up. I've got these three here. I paid the equivalent of £30 for this. So Game & Watch. I've already got this in my collection, but it's new and sealed, the one I've got. So I might keep this. And I'm not, to be honest with you, I'm never going to play it. Realistically, I've played the original Super Mario and Super Mario Brothers and stuff. I'm not going to play it. Would I keep it for my son? Maybe. But I think I'm going to list it because, you know, they're relatively sought after. So it's a shame it's been opened, but it is what it is. Next thing is a Switch game, which is brand new and sealed. It's the actual cartridge in there, and that goes for around £15 to £17 brand new. So well, it looks an interesting game, but I've got a Switch, but yeah, probably sell that as well. And then the last thing is a bit of an unknown price-wise. I think I'll get about 25 for it. It's Wii Sports, but it's never been opened. It's brand new and sealed. It's got a little slight dent on the back there, but I could have done that in fairness. But yeah, brand new and sealed. During lockdown, I probably could have got about 50 quid for this. But yeah, I've sold it before for around 25 to 30. So I would never put it on Amazon though, because it only takes one idiot to buy it, unseal it, and then return it. So this is going to go on eBay. I think on Amazon the cheapest is about 40 quid, but I'm not taking that risk. So if I don't keep it, which I might because I'm an idiot, yeah. So, I mean, the prices he wanted 20 for that, a £5 for that, and 15 for that. So that's why I paid 30 for the three, basically. So, plus I got some of the DVDs off him as well. So yeah, that's it. I mean, I'm pleased with myself. My favourite find, I think, is the Alton Towers pottery. You don't see it too often. As I said, it's not got tremendous resale value, and I don't like listing ceramics anyway. So yeah, I'm pleased with how that went. It was nice to go to a car boot sale. It was refreshing. I think 2025 is going to be the year of car boot sales for me, hopefully. If I can somehow convince myself that I've cleared enough space and that I've sold enough to make it worthwhile. So yeah, hope that was interesting. I hope I got some footage. I think some of it will be edited into shorts because I was having to hold my phone like this and film. It was quite tricky. I don't know how you lot do it. I don't know how you film. I took my GoPro and everything, but I felt like a complete idiot. And there was a lot of shifty kind of people around. It's quite cool though. It's a cool building, and they got like, you know, like gender neutral bathrooms and you know, and a nice cafe there and whatnot. So I'd go back. It'd be a good one if it was a rainy day and the normal car boots weren't on. So, but I went there for fun and I picked up some bits. So if you like these kind of videos, check out this video here. And if you're not subscribed, I'd appreciate a subscription as well. And I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.